Now you see this table. Question number 1. Mr. Srikanth, BE engineer, decided to start a workshop under self-employment scheme, purchased a machine on 1/1/1978 on hire purchase system. The total payment is rupees 1 lakh. The total payment is 1 lakh rupee and the payment was to be made as under. The payment was to be made as under. Okay. On signing the agreement, 16,000. At the end of 1978, 27,000. At the end of 79, 35,000. At the end of 1980, you have to pay 22,000. Okay. This is the problem. And you search the problem and interest charged by vendor company at 10% on unpaid balance. And you have to prepare the interest table for this question. You search the problem and tell me what is the cash price. What is the cash price in this problem? Okay. Anybody tell me? Is there cash price in the problem? Yes. The total payment being rupees 1 lakh. Total payment being 1 lakh means it is not a cash price. Remember this. 1 lakh rupee total payment. Total payment means it is higher purchase price. Remember this. Total purchase is called as higher purchase price. And in this problem, cash price is not given in the problem. Cash price is not given in the problem. And what is the amount you have to pay on signing the agreement? How to make the payment? The detail is given in the problem. Okay. Total payment you have to make is rupees 1 lakh. You have to make the total payment of rupees 1 lakh. Okay. 1 lakh payment is you have to make first on signing the agreement and 3 installments. Okay, rate of interest is 10%. This is the problem given to you people. And in this problem, rate of interest is 10% given in the problem. Installments are given in the problem. And total payment is given in the problem, but not the cash price. Remember this. Cash price means it is the principal value. Okay, total payment is nothing but higher purchase price. Remember this. Total payment is nothing but higher purchase price. That is included interest. Okay. This is the point you remember. So in this problem, cash price is not given. Cash price is not given. Therefore, yes, Shweta, what is your problem? On your audio and tell me your problem. Yes. If you are in doubts after the class, you call me and clarify your doubts. Okay. Suppose you are having doubts regarding the question, you call me after the class. That means I am always free from 2:30. Every day I am free from 2:30 to 5:30. 2:30 to 5:30 I am always free. You call at this time and clarify your doubts. Okay. So total payment is higher purchase price. Remember this. Total payment is higher purchase price, not a cash price. Remember this. And total payment means it is principal plus interest. Principal plus interest, higher purchase price. And in this case, you have to draw the table like this. These are the columns you have to draw. First column is date, second column is installment, third column is interest, fourth column principal, last column depreciation. Okay, the depreciation column comes only in case of 15 marks question. For 5 marks question, they will not give you depreciation adjustment. Simply I have taken the column. Simply I have taken the column, but depreciation is not given in the problem. Okay, depreciation comes for 15 marks, not for 5 marks. Then you write the date and installment column, then calculate the interest. Installment minus interest is equal to principal. This is the point you remember. Okay, you see here how to record and how to calculate. In the date column, you write the date of payments. On which date you made the payment, you write the date of payment. And in the installment column, you write the total payment made, amount of payment made. And thereafter, you calculate interest and principal. Okay. In this case, what to do? First, you write the date of payment in the date column. First, you complete the date column. Secondly, you complete the installment column. Installment column is payment made on the respective date. Payment made on the respective date. Second installment column. Thereafter, I will calculate interest. Thereafter, I will calculate the interest and principal. Principal is equal to installment minus interest. This is the point you remember. What is in principal? Installment column minus interest is equal to principal. In this way you have to calculate. This is simple one. You see here. First I'll take the first date. 1178. 1178 payment made is 16,000. That is called as one installment. I take that as a one installment. And this installment will not include interest. Remember this point. It will not include interest. Whatever you make payment on agreement, whatever amount you pay on agreement, that amount will not include interest, and you don't calculate interest on amount paid on the date of signing the agreement or cash down. Okay. 1178, 16,000 paid. At the end of 78 means 31st 1278. End of 78 means 31st 1278, 27,000. Then at the end of 79 means 31st 1279, 35,000. Then at the end of 1980 means 31st 1280, 22,000. This is the given thing. Then in this case, you have to start the calculation of interest from the last installment. You have to start the calculation from the last installment. Last installment is 22,000. 22,000. How to calculate interest in this case? Remember here, 22,000 rupee payment is made. Okay, 22,000 rupee payment is made at the last installment. So 22,000 rupee means it is principal plus interest. In the 22,000 rupees, some amount is principal and some amount is interest. The total is there. So rate of interest is 10%. Rate of interest is 10%. Means for every 100 rupee principal, 10 is the interest. If principal is 100 rupee, 10 is the interest. So total is 110. For every 100 rupee principal, interest is 10. If you take the total 100 plus 10, 100 plus 10 is equal to 110. 110. Okay. For every 110 total, 10 is the interest. In this way, you have to calculate interest. You see here, 22,000 into 10. Rate of interest is 10. Divided by 110, not 100. Remember this. The equation you see there. How I calculate 110? For every 100 rupee, 10 rupee interest. Total is 110. 110. So 22,000 into 10 divided by 110 is equal to 2,000. This is the important one. Remember this. In ಯಾರು ತಿಳಿದಿರ್ಕ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಟುಕೊಳ್ಳ್ರಿ. ಎಟ್ ರೇಟ್ ಇರ್ತತಿ ಅದನ್ನ 100 ಕೂಡಿಸಿ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಬರೀತೀವಿ. If there is 5%, divide by 105. If 10%, divide by 110. If 20% rate, divide by 120. Remember this point. What to do? Write the rate in the numerator. In the denominator, you write 100 plus rate. 100 plus rate. This is the point you remember. So 22,000 into 10 divided by 110 is equal to what is the interest? 2,000. Okay. Remember this. 2,000 is the interest and installment total is 22,000. You see the point carefully. 22,000 is installment. In that installment, interest is 2,000. Then what is the principal? Anyone tell me? What is the principal?
20,000.
Huh? Okay.
20,000.
20,000. Very good. Very good. So I'll write in the principal column 20,000. Am I right? Right or wrong? 22,000
yes,
minus
sir.
2,000 is equal to 20,000. Clear? Then in the next step, what you have to do? You see here. Here is 35,000 installment. What is installment? 35,000. In the 35,000, whatever amount is there in the principal column, whatever amount is there in the principal column, this 35,000 is the installment. Okay. In this installment, you have to add amount from the principal column. This 20,000. 20,000 plus 35,000. What is the total? 35,000.
5,000.
Huh?
55,000.
Okay, you take that 55,000 as
Yes.
in the second stage. In the second stage, here, you see here, 55,000. How I taken this 55,000? 35,000 plus 20,000. Clear? 55,000 into 10 divided by 110. What is the interest? Interest is 5,000.
10.
10 divided by 110. Always you take 110. 55,000 into 10 divided by 110. 5,000. Okay. So 5,000 is the interest. And now tell me what is the principal?
30,000.
Very good.
30,000.
Very good. Very good. My dear friends, remember you deduct interest in the installment. Some of my dear students by oversight deduct 5,000 from the 55,000. That is very a blunder mistake you commits. Remember this. ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಮಂದಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ 55,000ದಾಗ 5,000 ಕಳೆದು ಇಟ್ಟು ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದು ತಪ್ಪು. ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಟುಕೋರು. ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕಾಲಮ್ದಾಗ ಇದ್ದದ್ದನ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡು ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಕಳೆದು ಬರೀರಿ. So you take the installment and deduct interest. Deduct interest. So 35,000 minus 5,000 is equal to what is the answer?
30,000.
30,000. You write 30,000 here. Okay, 30,000 clear. Principle is clear. This point clear. Then come to the next. Next is please mute your audio. Please mute your audio. Next point is Next is 27,000 is installment. Okay, 27,000 installment. In this 27,000 installment, you add the amounts in the principal column. How many amounts are there in the principal column?
30,000.
30,000
How
and
many
20,000.
amounts are there in this principal column? I'm not asking the amount. How many amounts are there?
Two amounts.
Two amounts are there. Both the amounts you add in the 27,000. Both the amount.
77,000.
Huh?
77,000.
Remember this point, my dear friends. Whatever amounts are there in the principal column, that are to be added in the concerned installment. Concerned installment. Here two amounts are there. You add these two amounts. 20,000 plus 30,000, 50,000. 50,000 plus 27,000. What is the answer?
77,000.
77,000. 77,000 into 10 divided by 110. What is the answer? 7,000.
7,000.
Okay. Then what is the principal here?
20,000.
20,000. 20,000. Okay. Any doubt?
No, sir.
And then what is the first amount? 16,000. This 16,000 is considered as one installment, but this amount is paid on the signing the date of agreement. Signing the date of agreement. So whatever amount you pay on the date of agreement, that will not include interest. That will not include interest. Therefore, you don't calculate interest on that. Any doubt? ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಟುಕೊಳ್ಳ್ರಿ. ಅಗ್ರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಜ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತೀರಿ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಬಡ್ಡಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. Installment is 16,000, interest is 0. Then what is principal? Yes, tell me.
16,000.
16,000. Okay. Any doubt?
No.
Then you
No,
take
sir.
the total of all the columns. Installment column is 1 lakh. This 1 lakh is called as higher purchase price. Okay. Interest column total 14,000. Am I right? 14,000.
Yeah.
1 lakh minus 14,000. 86,000.
86.
So 86,000 is called as principal total. Principal column total is called as cash price. Remember this. Okay. What is the cash price? 86,000. This is the second method of calculating the interest. Any doubt about this? Repeatedly you go through the video. Repeatedly you go through the video. Then automatically you will be perfect in the calculation of interest. Clear? Any doubt? Then depreciation column you forget now. This for depreciation column comes for 15 marks question. Clear? Now I go to the next method. What is the next method? You see this problem. You see this problem, read the problem. What is the problem? Okay. On 1/1/2006, a machine acquired on hire purchase system. The cash price of the machine is, what is the cash price of the machine? What is the cash price of a machine?
14,400.
14,400 is the cash price. Okay. Then which is payable in 4 equal installment? You have to pay that amount. Cash price is to be paid in 4 equal installment of rupees 4,000 each. You have to pay 4 installment. You have to pay 4 installment. and each installment value is 4,000. Each installment value is 4,000. Then what is the total payment?
16,000.
16,000. That 16,000 is called higher purchase price. Higher purchase price is 16,000. Okay. Higher purchase price 16,000. Cash price of the machine is 14,400. What is the difference?
400.
What is the difference between cash price and higher purchase price?
1,600.
1,600.
1,600 difference
600.
is called as 1,600 difference is called as higher purchase charges or interest. Remember, my dear friends, difference between higher purchase price and cash price is called interest. Remember this. Okay, this is called as interest. Cash price is given in the problem. Second point, you search the rate of interest. You find the rate of interest given in the problem. What is the rate of interest in the problem? Tell me.
They're not given.
Huh?
Problem.
Rate of interest you search. Is there rate of interest in the problem or not?
Not sir.
Rate of interest is not in the problem.
No,
Not there.
Okay, rate of interest is not in the problem there. And so you have to go for the third method. Okay, third method. Then you have to apply the third method of calculating the interest. See the table. The same table is applicable. Whatever drawn previously. Again, ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ other table. Table showing interest on installment. First column date, second installment, third interest, fourth principal, fifth depreciation. Depreciation is not in the problem. Depreciation adjustment is not in the problem. Simply I drawn the column. Okay. Then you write the date in the date column and installment in the installment. 1/1/2006 is there. Cash price is 14,400 and 4,000 installment. Is there cash down? Advance amount? There is no advance amount. There is no cash down. There are only 4 installment. There are only 4 installment. Each installment is payable at the end of each year. So you write the end of each year. You write the end of each year and calculate the amounts. So first year end 1/1/2006 is the starting date. So this year ends on 31st/12/2006. Reverse with the on ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ change ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. First year ends on 31st/12/2006. On that day, you have to pay 4,000. Okay. And second year end 31st/12/2007. You pay 4,000. Third year end 31st/12/2008. You pay 4,000. And fourth year end 31st/12/2009. You pay 4,000. Okay. So please you mute your video. Please mute your video. Somebody showing your videos that will disturb the others. Okay. This is the date of year end. At the end of your year, you pay 4,000. First year end 4,000. Second year end 4,000. Third year end 4,000. Fourth year end 4,000. And in this problem, there is no cash down or advance amount. Okay. Then after writing this, you take the total of this. The total of this. What is total you take? You draw the line. You draw the line for all the columns. and take the total. What is the total?
16,000.
16,000 total. Clear?
16,000.
16,000 total. Then you know that I already told the total of principal column. Total of principal column is always equal to cash price. Total of principal column is always equal to cash price. Then what is the total of cash principal column?
14,400. 400.
14,400. You write 14,400 in the principal column. Okay. You see the sequence how I am calculating. Date, installment column total, higher purchase price. Then principal column total, cash price. What is the difference between two? Difference between higher purchase price and
1,600.
1,600. What is that?
1,600. Interest.
Interest. So you write that total in the interest column. 1,400. Clear?
Sir, 1,600.
1,600.
Wait. Sorry. You see 1,600. Okay, 1,600. Any doubt?
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
This way
No.
calculate this. Clear? After this, I taken the interest equation. Interest is equal to higher purchase price minus cash price. For your convenience purpose, I have calculated here. Interest is equal to 16,000 minus 14,400 is equal to 1,600. Clear? Then this 1,600 interest is to be shared. You have to share the total interest in all the installments based on ratio. You have to make the ratio based on the total installments. You see the total installments and the number of installments you write in the descending order. How many installments are there? There are 4 installments.
4.
Okay. You write the ratio in the descending order. 4, 3, 2, 1. How to write the ratio? If there are 4 installments, you write 4, 3, 2, 1. If there are 3 installments, you write 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. If there are 5 installments, you write 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So you see here, interest ratio. What is the interest ratio? There are 4 installments, therefore ratio is 4, 3, 2, 1. Descending order, you write the numbers. Descending order, not ascending order. 1, 2, 3, 4. You don't write 1, 2, 3, 4. You write 4, 3, 2, 1. Clear? Any doubt? And one more thing, remember, the ratio, installment ratio calculated on the basis of only installment. Don't consider cash down. If there is a cash down, you don't consider that cash down. You don't consider cash down. You see here. First, 16,000 into 4 by 10. 4 is the first ratio. So total of the ratio is 4, 3, 2, 1. Total is 10. So 1600 into 4 by 10. First interest. Second interest, 16,000 into, sorry. Three by 10, 4 by 10, 3 by 10, 2 by 10, 1 by 10. In this way, you allocate the interest. Okay. Any doubt? If there is a cash down, once again I am repeating, if there is a cash down, you don't consider it for calculation of interest. Okay, if cash down is leave, if the cash down is there, you leave that and take the number. If cash down and installments are there, you make the ratio only on the basis of installments. Only on the basis of installment. Ratio is to be made on the basis of installments only. And you don't consider the cash down for calculating the ratio. Repeatedly, I'm telling you. Okay, interest is calculated. Then what is the principal for first? 4,000 is the installment. Interest is 640. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Second, 4,000 minus 480. Third is 4,000 minus 320. And fourth is 4,000 minus 160. Okay. Then you take the total must equal to cash price. This is the third method of calculating the interest. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. So today I explained two methods of interest, two methods of calculating the interest, and already uploaded the yesterday's video. Already uploaded the yesterday's video in the YouTube. Incomplete part is already completed, and you go through that video and make perfect. Okay. In the first method, there are two types of interest. Second method, only one. This is the third method, and tomorrow I'll take the fourth method of interest calculation. Okay. If you perfect in the calculation of these four methods, this hire purchase system is very easy. Very simple one. Accounts are very easy, but only problem is calculation of interest. So, my dear friends, you repeatedly go through the video and clear your doubts. And suppose the doubt is not cleared, you call me and clear your doubt. And today it is enough. And tomorrow